what you're going to need is something to put the paint on, a paintbrush. I like this angled flat brush, it's my favourite. Little jug of water and the acrylic paint. What you'll find is I'm going to water it down quite a bit, but I'm going to show a variety of ways that you can use it, from straight acrylic onto fabric as well as watered down. Something to remember when you're working with a fabric, I prepared this earlier, just a few little shapes, is that any canvas is a fabric, so it's not that different to painting on a canvas, except that it's far more absorbent and it will run more because it's not being treated. You're also going to want to use some paper towel as you do this process. So first up, I like to prepare the calico I've got here. Just this whole square was the first bit. I'm going to put straight water down onto the fabric, and the reason for that is the acrylic can just sit on top and then I think it would crack over time. So just inside the area that you're going to paint, you don't want the water to sit on top like a bubble, you just want to get it into the fabric. And what I'm going to show you for this first little video is building up the layers from light to dark. So I'm going to water down this Payne's Grey quite a bit, and then show you how it goes on the fabric. Just see how it bleeds out. So I'm going to start really lightly. I'm not going to go right to the edge at the moment because it might bleed out over. So I'm going to go just not quite to the edge. I'll show you what happens if you start to go over it soon. It'll start to bleed out over the line. So if you were doing that, you can just grab your towel and quickly, if you work really quickly, you actually can pull off quite a bit. So don't be too afraid to go near the line, but just keep a close eye on it because it might bleed out. So going towards the line but not over it. And then what I'm going to do, so that's quite a lovely wash. So if you're going for more of a watercolor look, that would be enough. It will dry, it will dry even paler than it is. I'm not going to wait for it to dry though at the moment. I want to keep working on it while it's wet. So now we're going to go a little bit darker, a little bit further along. So now I'm just pulling up some of the acrylic, there's hardly any water on my brush, and getting it a little bit darker. Going to go in a bit thicker for the next section. Pull up quite a bit here, and then I'm going to show you over here what you can do if you add too much paint. So let's say you've added that much paint, you don't like it, so we can wet our brush, get quite a bit of water on it, and try and dilute it a little bit. That's if you have the area to work on. And again, we can use our paper towel, and it lightens the whole area. Whenever you use the paper towel, that can stop it bleeding out. It gives you a little bit of control over the paint. It'll dry more quickly. And then you can go back in and add as much or as little as you like. So on my little elf, you can see that I've gone very lightly, and then I've just built up just to add some depth in different areas, which I thought was cute. There's no right or wrong, it's just what you think looks nice.